Hi everybody, welcome back to another Friday where we're talking about anxiety and how we manage that during this very difficult and unprecedented time. Today we're going to talk about what it means to take things personally. Personalization is something that we all do from time to time, and it's usually a defense mechanism that we use in order to keep ourselves from being protected. Well, what ends up happening is when we take other people's behavior or their words or their tone of voice personally, is we make it something that we believe internally that we need to control. And when that happens, we tend to get anxious because we're unable to control other people. We're not able to change the way they talk. We're not able to change how they approach. We're not able to change how they react or even how they respond. And so the reality is that all of that is about them. It's not about us. Maybe we've offended or hurt somebody and they've reacted out of that pain in their own lives. The idea is then, well, of course it's personal because I'm the one who hurt them. And so that way I need to change something in me, right? Well, I can own and take responsibility for my part that may have hurt somebody else, while realizing that the way that they responded and reacted to the hurt I've caused is still about them. I can't take control of that. They can only take control of themselves. This even includes our small children. Our toddlers who are throwing a tantrum because they're not getting their way, or our teenagers who are also throwing a tantrum because they're not getting the way. Either way, it's still their behavior, their words, their choices, their way of dealing with it, and helping them come alongside them and teaching them a better way to either react or respond and to deal with that stuff. Guiding them, loving them is one thing. We can do that. We can even take responsibility and say, I'm sorry, I see that I hurt you and I'm really sorry that I did that. It's still not about me when they say or do something. And so one of the things that we need to really be able to key into is, am I taking somebody else's reactions or response, either verbally or non-verbally, personally? Am I taking that on me as if it's mine to change, or mine to control, or mine to adapt to? And if I'm doing that, then that's something that I can do differently, because that part's about me. And that part comes from a place of anxiety. In fact, the more anxiety I typically have, the more I attempt to feel the need to control other people and to make things seem like they're going okay, even if they're not. The best thing I can do is really just to acknowledge that things aren't going well, acknowledge that the situation or the conversation is painful at the moment, and to be honest about that with myself and with somebody else. Not taking it personally helps teach our anxiety that we are in control. Scripture is very clear that we need to be masters of our thinking. And one way we can do that is to really work on not taking things personally. So this weekend and this week, just kind of key in on for yourself. Maybe it's not even something that you talk to somebody else about, but you just pay attention to how you're feeling. Do you notice when your anxiety rises? Do you notice that maybe it's rising because you think that somebody else's response or reaction is a result of you and you're taking that personally as if you need to change them? If that's the case, then turn to the Lord. Ask Him for strength and courage as you talk to that part of you, knowing that that's anxiety that's flaring up, and that we can ask it to calm down and to be able to get a good perspective on what's going on. I hope and pray that you're all safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you virtually next Friday.